Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer, and today we're here doing a workout that you can join us at home doing. I have volunteers, Nancy and Crystal, and we're representing the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. We're here at the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club using their studio to film this segment. So today we're going to use a chair. So find a sturdy chair that isn't on rollers, something that, you're sitting about 90 degrees or so. Any chair will do, no arms. And we're gonna start just warming up a little bit. Now later in the program, we're gonna be using a ball or a pillow, something that's about yay big. We'll be doing some knee squeezes and some things with that ball. So hopefully you have one just laying around the house. Now, when we're in the chair, I want you to sit on the very edge of it, if you can. Then sit up nice and tall, shoulders back, head is high. You're gonna pull that navel back toward the spine because all those core muscles are working to keep you nice and tall. All right, let's bring our feet to a stop. They're about hip width apart, toes forward. Feet are right under the knees. We're gonna start rocking a little bit. Come up on the toes and then on the heels. Toes, heels. So you can scoot those feet a little further out if you need to. Sit tall. Just a little quick warm up of the lower leg. Up, and then pull, try to pull those toes to the shins. Already you're starting to feel it. 4, 3, 2. Let's do some heel taps. So you're always readjusting with your posture. Don't start slumping down. Sit tall. Now, if your back needs support to sit tall, you can always scoot all the way back on that chair. Okay, let's make it a little kick. So just straighten out that leg. Try to lift the foot up off the floor. Ooh, it's getting harder to sit tall. So you're really starting to make those core muscles kick in and do the work. You're starting to feel those leg muscles warm up and be used. Woo! Here we go. 4, 3, 2. That's quite a workout, just as it is. Bounce those heels. So the toes are on the floor, you're just bouncing. In 4, 3, we're gonna do what we call a step touch. Step, touch, step, touch. So you step out to the side and then follow that foot with the other foot. Sitting tall. Now arms are about chest height. Start letting them just counterbalance you. So your arms are going the opposite direction of your feet. We're warming up our hips because we're moving laterally, side to side. Warming up the upper body by getting those arms going. How about going overhead? Can we do that? Takes a little coordination, huh? Woo! And back down. So it's a step touch just like we do in standing aerobics. Let's come back to center. Now, readjust. These chairs, we kind of slide back. I want you at the edge though. So always Kind of take a moment to sit tall. Back to those heel bounces. Now kind of a slow-mo to start with, and then we'll turn them into jumping jacks. But first, you're going to take one leg at a time and step out, out. Now don't let the body turn with it, so you're not turning wall to wall. Stay still. And you're not just stepping that foot out. Okay, make the whole leg. Step out and in. 4, 3. That gets those hips all stretched out. Okay, so this is level 1, the one leg at a time jumping jack. Or let's make it both if you can. Out, out. Woo! Are you sitting tall? 4, 3. Back to those heel lifts. Phew. All right, we're going to take a moment and stretch. In 4, 3. Let's come to a stop and pull the knee in and down. Now you're sitting tall. Pull, down, pull. We don't want to lean over, don't round. Just sit up, try to pull that knee in. Another one. Woo! Nice bit of a stretch. All right, come on down. Scoot to the very edge. Let's grab onto the chair or lean against the chair somehow. Let's lean back a little and pull those shoulder blades together. And then release. Let's bring those arms out and tuck and round. Now sit up. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Pull back. And up. All right, you're warmed up a little bit. Keep your chair. Get a drink. Okay, we're still in the chair. We're gonna do some cardio. We really can do an aerobic workout in a chair. We've done this before. So remember the rules. No slumping. If you get too tired of sitting up tall and your back just doesn't like it, then you can stop for a moment, kind of round, let it rest, come back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Back to those heel taps. All right. 4, 3. Now you can always bring it back to this, okay? Singles, but we're gonna try doubles. Push, push. So your body leans back a little bit, but keep that back nice and straight. Woo! 4, 3. Bounce the heels. Readjust. Gonna do a jump rope. So try to get both those feet up off the floor at the same time. Woo. 4, 3. Back to the heel bounces. And double heel push. Remember, you can just do one heel at a time. You got it, come on. 4, 3. Boy, that's a toughie. Bounce the heels. Okay, ready? Jump rope again. And bounce the heels. Now we're going to combine a front tap with kind of a jumping jack leg. Looks like this. It's front, out, out, front, out. So try to get the whole leg to open, not just tapping with the foot. One more. Bounce the heels. Woo! Okay, going from there to jumping jacks out. Now, do you want a little more challenge? Let's do overhead arms. Four, 3, 2, bounce the heels. Now just arms. Overhead arms. So see, you can even do a cardio workout without your legs. And front. Whew. 4, 3, jacks. Okay, come back in, bounce the heels, readjust. Now a little slow motion at first, it's out, out, in. So it's out, out, in. Both legs wide, both legs narrow. Out, out, in. So can we speed that up? Here we go. Out, out, in. Nice and tall. Woo. One more. Bounce. Okay, we're gonna mogul. Right now we have snow on the ground. So we're going to pretend there's a line. We're gonna jump both feet side to side of that line. We've done these before too. All of it we've done before. Those arms are just counterbalancing you. Just put them up, chest tight, and they'll start moving. Keep you balanced. Back to center. Bounce. Let's do some out, out, in, other way. Out, out, in. Other foot leads this time. Two more. Bounce. Moguls. Whew. All right, in 4, 3. Bounce the heels. All right, let's readjust. Get to the edge of your chair. Single heel taps. Both. Jump rope. 4, 3, step touch. Opposite arms. Kind of get the feet going first. Four, 3, bounce those heels in front or in the center. Readjust. How about that front touch, side touch? Front, side, front, side. Whew. Bounce the heels. One last thing, we'll finish with those jacks. Remember, both legs go out, out, out. Arms. You can bring them down to chest height still if you need to. 4, 3, back to chest height, all of us. No arms. Bounce the heels. Whew. Bring that heart rate down. Keep your chair, get some water. All right, we're gonna work on your legs now for a bit. You're sitting on the edge of your chair. You know the drill. Your legs are hip-width apart or so. You can bring them a little wider if you need to. Now the feet, usually I would say let's put them straight under those knees because that's how you get up out of the chair. But we're not going to get up out of the chair. We're going to do some tiny little lifts. So bring your feet a little bit, the heels a little closer to you. Not too much. You don't want to be way underneath you. All right, back stays straight. We're going to come forward. Remember, that's the trick to getting up out of a chair is you lean quite a bit. Shoulders back. Now, push through the heels. Up, up, up. So you're lifting your body just a little bit up off the chair, or at least the body weight up off the chair. Up, up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Woo! All right. Now, feet a little bit further out, right under those knees, because we're going to do some sit to stands. Remember, we've done those before, but it's a 1.5. So we lean, we stand all the way up, then come down like you're going to sit down, but then go all the way up again and sit. So it's up, down, up, sit. Now you can speed it up, or you can keep it real slow. Up, down, up, all the way down, and up, down, up, sit, up, down, up, sit. Remember to lean way over when you're getting up for the first time. Put the weight in your heels the whole time. Up, down, up, one more, up, down, up, and hover like you're almost gonna sit down. You're almost there, belly button pulled in. 4, 3, have a seat. Woo. Rest those legs. All right, you're still on the edge. We're gonna take one leg, we'll be straightening it out, then we're gonna move it to your center, out and down. Looks like this. Up, in, out, other leg, straighten, in and down. Keep switching, alternating legs. Now, if you need some support for the back, you can press into that chair. That helps keep you tall. In, out, one more like this. Woo! If you have to keep it low, that's okay too. Now, readjust, sit tall. We're gonna do it out this time. So up, out, in, down. Other side, up, out, in. You have a greater range of motion here. Coming out to the side. Whoo! Up, out. In, one more set like this. Try not to lean back, although your body naturally leans a little bit. All right, now, Let them rest. So one leg at a time. We're going to straighten it. Just go ahead and pull the toe in, but we're going to turn it out just a little. So we're going to lift corner and across. Corner, cross. So you're really working all those muscles around the hip joint, all the stabilizers, as well as your big leg muscles. Cross, out. Woo! One more cross. And sit tall. So I got to do the other leg. Pull the toe in. You want the ankle flexed on this one. And turn it out just a hair. It's going out and across. So your body naturally leans back a little bit. That's okay, but don't let the back round. Keep the shoulders back. Come on, you got one more. You can do it. Out, in. So that's using the inner and outer thigh. It's using all the muscles around the hips as well as the big leg muscles. So we're sitting on the edge of the chair. We're going to be doing a hamstring curl. Back of the legs are working. So if you have a floor that doesn't slide very well, you can maybe put a paper plate under your feet or a towel if you're not getting very good slideys. We're going to sit on the edge. We're going to straighten those legs. Now, we're just going to stay on the heels, nice and tall. All we're going to do is pull the heels in and out, in, out. So we're just sliding across the floor. Hold on to the chair. Gives you some leverage. Woo! You can feel the work happening in your core and in the back of the legs. One more. Whew. Let's tuck the chin, round the back. Gotta let that low back rest a little bit. And back up. Now, did we do both legs? I think we did. So we'll go back to our sit to stands. First, let's do those little pulses again. Feet under the knees, but then come back. So they're just a little behind you. Lean. We're going to do those little up and downs. Pressing into the heel. Now, it occurs to me that we probably did not do the straighten on the other leg. Come on down. So I want you, during our break, to do your out, in, and your ins and outs for that other leg. Make sure we get them balanced, okay? So keep doing that, get a drink, and I'll meet you back here at the chair. Okay, did you get finished with your leg lifts? Remember both directions? All right, now we're ready to do some cardio again. Same thing as before. Sitting tall, heel taps. Now remember, when we move to the doubles, you can always stay with the singles. They're a lot more manageable. Those doubles are quite a challenge, so do what you can. Here we go, double. 4, 3. Let's go back to singles. 4, 3. And doubles. 4, 3, 2. Bounce the heels. Always gives you a chance to readjust and get tall. Jump rope. Bounce the heels. 4, 3, jump rope. Whoops, there we go. Now 4, 3, double heels. Woo! 4, 3, jumping jacks. Ooh, hips are getting tired. 4, 3. Okay, just bounce the heels, let them rest. And there's that front touch, front, side. So it's a double heel tap with a jumping jack leg. One more. You got it. Bounce the heels. In 4, 3. Now let's just do some jacks. Out and in. Sit tall. Maybe change the arms if you want. Overhead brings the heart rate up more. 4, 3. Bounce heels. Woo. Okay, just jumping jack arms. So the feet can just stay still. Give those legs a little rest. Overhead. Chest height. Keep those elbows a little bit bent. We don't want to strain the elbows or the shoulders. In 4, 3, arms down, out, out, in, out, out, in. Both wide, both narrow. And a mogul. Woo! 4, 3, 2, bounce the heels, get situated. Out, out, in, other side. Four, 3, 2, one more, then moguls. Heel taps or heel bounces. Let's do some single heel taps. 4, 3, double heels. Jump rope. Woo, we'll need a rest. 4, 3, come on, push it. Now bounce the heels. We'll give those hips a little rest for a moment. Okay, tapping front, tapping side. Out. Front, side, front, side. Woo. 4, 3, bounce. And jacks. Four, 3, bounce. Arms only. Over. Front. You can feel your back muscles working. Really pump them. 4, 3, out, out, in. Moguls. Really try to move from the hips a little. Bounce, readjust. These chairs swallow us. Out, out, in. 4, 3, 2, and moguls. Bounce. Arms only. Overhead. Back to the front. 4, 3. Let's finish with some jacks. Out. Woo! 4, 2, 1. Bounce it. Woo! Let's march. So we want to gradually bring the heart rate back down. We don't want to just come to a stop. If the heart rate's way up there, we just don't want to stop. We want to keep moving around. And back to heel lifts or heel bounces. All right. So keep moving. If your heart rate's still up, go get some water, and we'll come back. All right, we're still sitting in the chair, but now we've got that ball. So just a little squishy play ball, something your kids might have or your grandkids or something around the house. You can use a pillow, something that has a little give to it, or I guess just holding anything between your hands. You can even use your own hands. You can press, because that's what we're doing, is pressing inward. Now, palms on the ball. We're out in front of the body, and we're not very far. Fingers pointing outward. Let's come a little further out. It's like you're kind of holding a beach ball in your arms there. Sitting tall, remember? Pull that navel in. We're going to press through the palms and do a pullover. So we're going up and back down. Let's go a little lower toward your lap. So your core muscles have to keep you tall, keep that spine straight. It's also, the core is powering the arm movement. Now by pressing into the ball, you've activated the chest muscles, the shoulder muscles, the back, the arms. So it's really using your whole upper body, just that act of pressing into the ball or into the pillow or into the surface of some sort. Nice and tall. You can do this standing if you want. As we go overhead, if you're standing up, you don't want to let the back arch. All right, one more. Now, let it release it for a sec. Let those muscles relax. And we're going to be doing some rotating. So, still standing, sitting tall. We're going to bring it closer in. So it's just right in front of your chest, elbows out, but don't let the shoulders rise. Relax them like you're putting your shoulder blades down your back. Okay, we're still pressing through those palms. We're going to rotate. And then other side. So you're just turning wall to wall as we sit nice and tall. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, but pressing through those palms. So now we've incorporated the turning muscles in the torso. Real good core strength builder. Ooh, only do what you can. How about one more turn? And release, relax, let them rest. Them being your shoulders, your chest, your back, your arms, all those muscles. Now same thing, but we're going to go kind of a quick side to side. So if your spine doesn't like that movement, just go slower then. We're back in that same position, shoulders down, press, draw the navel in. Just small little turns, side to side here in the front. We're not going all the way wall to wall. Just a little bit off center as we pull that navel back. Shoulders relaxed. Woo! Only do what you can. And back to center. Let's tuck the chin, round the back a little. Okay. Now in this one, we start in the same position, but we'll be pushing out. And then we're going to turn the fingertips up and we're going to push up. So it's a combination of movements. Elbows out, shoulders down, back is straight, press. We're going to go forward. Now pull it back. Then turn those fingers up, push up, and back down. Forward. Bring it in. Up. Your hands might be, or arms, hands might be shaking a little. Because when we press into that ball with a lot of force, there's nothing that really holds it steady. It's going to shake. Up. Down. Couple more. And up. Let's bring it down and relax. Okay, we started with our upper body. Now we're going to change to our lower body. Put that ball between your knees or the pillow. So your legs are narrow, hip width apart. Feet are under the knees. So we're not way out in front. We're not underneath us. Still sitting on the edge of your chair. Sit tall. Belly button pulled in. Let's put those feet a little bit closer actually. And squeeze, release. So it's a very simple exercise. But boy, have you got a lot of things going on. If you're drawing the navel in, you've got the whole core activated. Those core muscles are working, but also the pelvic floor. So the very bottom of the pelvis is working. Your legs, the inner and outer thighs. Your hips, all those stabilizers surrounding the hip joint. Nice and tall. Woo! 4, 3, we're going slow. One more. And bring those feet a little bit further out again. So everything's hip width, ball still between the knees. Now, everything just kind of slides in a little closer. You're going to squeeze those knees, sit tall, and march. So you might have to readjust the ball once in a while. It might go flying out. So now, you're doing all the squeezing. So all those things I had listed off before. But now you're marching, so you're bringing the heart rate up. But you've also got the big muscles. The front and the back of the thigh, the glutes, all those are working now. Keep squeezing the knees. Woo! And come to a stop. Take it out of there. We're going to finish with putting our feet on the ball. Whoa. Now that's a little challenging. We're just going to start on your toes. We're going to end with just a little push out, pull in. So the trick is to sit tall. Press down into the ball a little bit. You feel all those leg muscles working? So keep doing this for a bit. Maybe press even more and more. And we'll see you back here after the break. All right, keep your chair, keep the ball. We're going to start with a couple more core exercises, and then we'll finish this section with some stretching, because you've worked hard today, even in your chair. Okay, let's put our palms on the ball. We're gonna come out a ways from the body, but don't lock those arms. Keep the elbows slightly bent, shoulder blades down your back. Let's press, and just turn the steering wheel. As you're pressing. So that's using all the muscles in the upper body. Your chest, your back, your shoulders, your arms, your core. Remember, you're actively drawing that navel back toward the spine, like you're trying to touch the navel to the spine. And that keeps the core activated so you can build the correct core muscles. And last turn, relax. Those are pretty intense for being so simple. Okay, we're still gonna press into the ball. Now the reason I say palms is because you don't wanna press with your fingertips. That won't get you anything. If you press through the palms, that gets everything working. All right, we're gonna sit tall. We're gonna bring that ball up and pull it back. You can keep those elbows slightly bent. Let's press into the ball and circle the head a little bit. Try to keep it pulled back. We're above the head. Other way. And don't wiggle. Just sit tall. Woo! All right, bring it down. Roll them around, relax them. Same thing, but right out in front of the chest. So don't lock the elbows again, but keep the arms pretty straight. Press, circle. So these are good not only for the core and all the big muscles in the upper body, other way, but it's also great for those stabilizing muscles in the shoulders. A lot of rotator cuff movement here, strengthening, and all the little stabilizers that are around the shoulder complex. And bring it in. Whew. Okay, we're gonna use our lat. So bend those arms. You can probably clasp the hands together. We're going to start kind of under the wrists. Now, lean forward just a hair. Keep the back straight. We're gonna press into the ball and just roll out and then pull it back in. So your back is straight, your shoulders are back. Can you feel the kind of the back of the arms really start to kick in? So you're working your posture muscles, your upper back, the backs of the arms, the triceps. Working a lot in the core. Body doesn't move, so we're not rolling down or rolling up. We're just staying bent over as you push down into your lap. And one more. Whew. All right. Now, one more thing here, real quick. We're gonna kind of try to put it between the elbows. That's the tricky part. Use your body. Okay, now bend. We're gonna squeeze the ball. Now you notice your upper arm is straight out from the shoulders. You can make a fist if you want. That helps keep the pressure in the elbows instead of pressing with the hands. Don't let them drop down. It's a 90-degree angle. Feel those shoulders. Woo, one more. Press and release. Widen out the feet. We're gonna do kind of a squat swing. We've done these before where when we're standing, we squat down and we swing between the knees and up and back. Keep the back straight when you come down. And be careful not to let your head go below your heart. You're just coming down, kind of stretching those hips and the low back. Nice full body stretch, getting the spine to lengthen and getting the shoulders to loosen and get up and back. One more. All right, feet come in. So we're just out in front now. We're not going to squeeze the ball this time. We're just holding it. We're going to rotate, pull around, and then other side. So we're switch. So we're getting that spine to loosen, getting all those muscles around the torso to stretch. Woo, one more set. You're always tall. And back to center. Let's keep those arms as straight as we can. Pulling back. Try to get them beside the ears. And back down. Up. Now you're kind of pushing up so that lengthens the spine. One more. Okay, now if you can, we're going to try to put that ball behind your neck. Now you may not be able to do that, so you just put it kind of in front of your chin. All right, we're going to try to pull those elbows back. So we're trying to open up the chest, the front of the shoulders. Just hold it. And then release. Let's take it out front. We're going to push it forward, tuck the chin. So you've rounded the upper back this time. So you're giving yourself a good upper back stretch. And then come on back in. Let's set the ball behind us. Try to put your hands on the ball if you can. If not, just on the chair is fine. We're going to pull those shoulders back. Head is high. Get those posture muscles to activate and the front of the body to stretch. Well, I'd like to thank my volunteers again for helping me today. Hopefully you got a great workout. We want to thank the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for sponsoring these videos. And we want to really thank the Wenatchee Racquet and Athletic Club for letting them use their beautiful studio for these. So, drink water throughout the day. And you did a great job. So we'll see you again.